Hello, friends. This is Professor Google. On my channel, you mostly watch videos about the beautiful world around us. But today, it's a little different. What is it about? Keep watching to find out. Animals with real superpowers. The first one we are going to talk about is called sapson. And no, it's not a high-speed train going up to 250 kilometers per hour. It's something alive, going up to 390 kilometers per hour. As you have already understood, we are talking about a very fast bird, which reaches such a speed not during normal flight, but during diving. In the past, by the way, these birds were even specially sought out and tamed to help people hunt other game. With a weight of about 1.5 kilograms and a wingspan of 1 meter, the bird can easily catch anyone. To do this, it first reduces the speed of its flight, then goes to the angle of attack and begins to gain speed by making powerful and fast wing beats. And now, when the peregrine falcon is flying at the speed it thinks it needs, it folds its wings and presses its head down to catch up with the target. During this crazy flight, the raptor's heart can beat at up to 900 beats per minute. Moreover, in his case, nature has even provided for the possibility of breathing at such speeds. For this purpose, the peregrine falcon has nostrils with a special cone-shaped horn formation that allows it to feed its body with oxygen. If it's hard for you to imagine the speed and force with which a peregrine falcon flies into a target in a powerful clump, think of someone running across an entire soccer field in 1.2 seconds. That's about the speed at which this raptor flies and plows into its prey. It's amazing. What would you imagine if you were asked to think of one of the strongest insects in the world? Some would think of ants, or bees and bumblebees. But what few people know is that it's the simple dung beetle that's going to give them all a thrashing. Do you know how scientists found out? They attached a thread to its elytra and threw it over the block. At the other end of the thread was a bucket, to which they gradually added water, drop by drop. Do you know what we ended up with? This tiny bug can lift a body 1141 times its own mass. It's about the same as if a person could lift an airplane or a big truck with a trailer. And as a bonus, nature has given them one more thing. These nimble bugs will probably never get lost. The thing is, they navigate by moonlight and stars. It's unclear how this system works, but it's been proven. Did you ever even think of that? What would you choose, though? To have amazing strength, to fly unrealistically fast, to be amazingly oriented in space, or, perhaps, to be immortal? I think the last option will appeal to many people. If so, then wish to be born a Turritopsis jellyfish in your next life. If these underwater inhabitants change the form of polyp to floating, and then go out of life, this in the case of some damage or disease is able to return to the form of polyp, and from there back to migrate to the floating jellyfish. Of course, physical immortality is out of the question here, because this little thing is only a couple of millimeters long. Nevertheless, what it is already capable of is still surprising and makes scientists study the creature to find out what gene or what system allows it to do this. Who knows, maybe a couple of decades will pass and people will invent immortality with the help of this jellyfish. If anything, this jellyfish is not the only creature with a predisposition to regeneration. For example, there is such a creature as the axolotl. This creature is even kept at home, although it is not very easy to take care of it. In addition to its cute and unique appearance, the axolotl surprises with its regeneration, allowing it to regrow lost limbs. But this is the end of its capabilities. You are mistaken. The little guy can grow a new organ or even a brain. Whether the trick in his body, or the organs themselves in the axolotl is so unique. After all, scientists have come to the conclusion that if you take individual organs of one representative of this species and transplant them into the second, they are highly likely to take root there. This even applies to eyes. In short, a fascinating creature. And, if we're talking about eyes, let's move neatly on to the mantis crayfish. This inhabitant of the oceans rightfully wears the crown of one of the most unusual predators on the planet. To begin with, these babies can crack the shell of a snail with a single blow. Hide from the mantis crayfish is not easy, because they are constantly hiding in the sand and like chameleons merge with the environment in anticipation of unsuspecting fish. As soon as the prey is within reach, the mantis crayfish makes a dash to it and pierces it with blade-sharp legs, dragging it into the sand without anyone seeing it. Once nature created such a cruel and strong creature. Moreover, Mother Nature decided not to stop there and awarded the mantis crayfish with impeccable eyesight. If you and your 100% want to compete with him, do not even dream of winning. Their eyes are equipped with 16 types of photoreceptors, which is 4 times more than in humans. Mantis crayfish can, for example, see in ultraviolet light or detect polarized light. In addition, they not only see the last light, but also use it for their own purposes. They curl their reflection and thus communicate with others, or attract females. A water bear. Have you ever even heard of such a creature? I'm sure you, like me recently, are hearing it for the first time. Well, a water bear is a water bear. It's a tiny animal with 4 pairs of legs. Nevertheless, the phrase, small and distant, fits it like no other. This tenacious creep is able to withstand thousands of times lethal for humans dose of ionizing radiation, staying in a dehydrated state for tens of years, being in the atmosphere of hydrogen sulfide and much more. The whole secret, lurks in their peculiar hibernation, for which, by the way, they got such a name. Well, the creature goes into this mode and with it survives temperatures from, think about it, -300 to +150 degrees Celsius. They can handle radiation, too. And diet, apparently, is their middle name, because the babies are capable of not eating for more than 30 years. The question I have is it really possible to kill them? Imagine if they crossbreed with someone and make an immortal monster? Fantastic movies are becoming more and more real. Let's hope there's a Spider-Man. Who is the real Spider-Man, though, is the Alpine mountain goat. This creature moves so easily and effortlessly along the unimaginable inclines of the mountains that it feels like it is glued to the rocks with its paws. And this is not a one-time event, such a walk on the rocks, but their stable lifestyle. Such goats spend most of the year in the mountains. They feed there on all sorts of grass. And when summer comes, the creatures involuntarily come down and saturate their bodies with minerals. Their short, strong legs help them climb and jump over uneven terrain. Stocky mountaineering males with muscular legs and wide hooves can weigh more than 120 kilograms, while females weigh about 60-90 kilograms. At the same time, mountain goats are not afraid of either severe frosts or snowstorms. By the way, I still haven't told you how they get so good at rock climbing. Anyway, it's all about their bifurcated hooves and the soft pad on their soles. This allows the foot to literally stick to any surface, including rocks. Friends, don't hesitate to write comments under the video about what else you would like to learn. I will definitely fulfill your wish. Bye for now.